Welcome to Podcapers, the official podcast of a place to hang your cape. And this week, it's time for another history lesson with Mark Russell. Mark, what's on the syllabus for today?
Anime.
What?
I said anime.
No. Oh God, no!
Cue the music, no jutsu.
Hello there, Capers, and as I said, welcome to Podcapers, the official podcast of a place to hang your cape. My name's Scott James Merridew, and this is the show where we talk about various geek and nerd-related topics, and are joined each week by a very special different guest. Now, we've had many history lessons on this show. We've had history of Disney, history of Transformers, but one thing we haven't really talked about in any great detail is anime. Now, I want to point out, I am a fan of anime. There are lots of animes that I have watched, and lots of animes that I have liked. However, I think we can all agree when it comes to discussing and analysing anime, it can be a little bit different from discussing from things on Western media, because it comes with its own set of tropes and techniques and all sorts of other things that makes it very interesting to watch and talk about, but it's just slightly different from what we usually do. So I thought it was only necessary to bring in our resident anime expert, Mark Russell.
Well, I wouldn't go about expert, just a very big enthusiast.
Okay, compared to me, you're an expert.
Fine. I'm a semi-expert.
Fine.
I'm the only person on the. I think I'm the only person on the website that actually writes about anime articles anyway.
Exactly. And for those of you who might be wondering, Ruby doesn't count as anime!
According to some, yes. According to most people, including you, no. I'm in the no camp.
Yeah, it doesn't count as anime. Doesn't count. We haven't talked about anime at any great length before.
No, Pokemon, I suppose, counts.
Have we ever talked about Pokemon?
Yes, went over the first 3 movies, and you grounded them into dust.
Oh, that's right. Oh shit, we have talked about anime then. It's so weird because, like, when I was growing up, Pokemon was just like another cartoon. I never thought of it as anime. If that was probably the first anime I ever watched. So
well, we were like what 8 or 9 when it came out, so we didn't really know about anime then.
No, because I saw similar art styles later on, like with Digimon and a few other things. And I thought, like, oh, they must be from the same people that made Pokemon. Not realizing that the same people was, in fact, the same country.
Yes. Silly, naive us.
Yeah, we were fucking numpties back then. But we're much smarter now. Well, one of us is at least. So, but...
Hey!
I was talking about you.
Oh, okay. Yes, peasants bow
How
before
bad
me.
is your self-esteem, Mark, that you automatically assume that I'm insulting you?
I don't. I have 0 self-esteem. I have -1 self-esteem.
But plus 10 anime knowledge.
More or less.
More or less. Yeah, and so, because this thing, there's so many different anime to choose from. We could be here all day just talking about just a general overview. But so we decided to focus on one thing. I think something that has a lot of appeal to a lot of people are a lot of the Shonen Jump anime. So, Mike, give some examples of Shonen Jump.
Well, Shonen Jump, first of all, is a Japanese magazine, which is, I think it's a monthly one. I admit I don't know much about the magazine itself. Shonen is a type of, I suppose it counts as a genre, I suppose.
It's like a demographic, I thought.
Yeah, it aims mostly at male teenagers and that sort of audience.
And isn't there like a seinen? There's a female version.
I don't know I can't know how you pronounce that. I think it's basically just like the female equivalent of shonen.
But with jump.
Possibly.
Yeah. And believe it or not, all the stories in this magazine aren't about jumping.
No, so I don't know why it's called Jump. Maybe it just sounded catchy.
It's a fun word. Jump.
Jump. Can we skip or jump or bounce?
Or prance, perhaps.
Shonen and prance, I like that.
Yeah. But so what are some of the stories featured in this magazine?
Well, we've had some of the classics. Dragon Ball was in there, obviously.
Dragon! Rock the Dragon! Dragon Ball Z!
It's over 9,000!
I still prefer the Japanese theme, though.
That's okay. Admittedly, I've never actually watched a single episode of Dragon Ball in my life.
See, that's the thing. See, I tried a while back, and I started watching Dragon Ball Z, and I thought, wait a minute, I don't know who any of these characters are. They appear to have already pre-established relationships. Oh, this is a sequel series. Okay, well, I should watch Dragon Ball then. Okay, going back. Oh, there's a small child. Oh, he's naked, and he has a tail, and now he's pissing in a river. Never mind!
Oh dear. Well, Goku's an interesting character. He's the ultimate crazy, spiky-haired protagonist. In fact, he's probably
I think a lot of Shonen Jump characters are ultimate spiky-haired protagonists.
It's a tradition. It's a tradition that must be upheld. And so, yeah, you have Dragon Ball, Death Note was in there, and the quote-unquote Big Three, One Piece, which I've never read, Bleach, which I have read and I love dearly, despite the fact it had a really terrible rushed ending. And then you have the subject for today's episode. Ladies and gentlemen, we give you Naruto.
Now, for a second there, I thought we were going to talk about Fairy Tail, and I was a bit happy.
No.
But then
Sorry.
you took that away from me, you bastard.
I've literally only watched like 10 episodes of Fairy Tail. Not bad, pretty fun.
Well,
but
I have you beat. I watched quite a well, I say quite a bit. When you can look at all the sum total of Fairy Tail, I've watched a minuscule amount, but it was way more than 10 episodes. It was like, I think I got to like, what was it, 60?
I watched all over 1,000 episodes of Naruto.
See, this is the problem I have with a lot of Shonen Jump shows, is that the episodes number in the hundreds, if not thousands, and it's just, it's too much for me. It's too much.
You know, Pokemon got 1,000 episodes about 2 months ago, so that's done pretty well for 15 years. 20 years.
Episodes of him being fucking 10 years old. What a nightmarish existence.
Yeah, well, then again, if you watch Game Theory, Matt Pat's trying to figure out his true age. Good luck with that.
Oh, gee. You look at the accumulative time of things he does during the episode, I guess. Oh, that's a whole separate conversation. So, yeah, Naruto. Now, Naruto I stuck with longer than I stuck with Fairy Tail, actually. I stuck with it for a really fucking long time, and then I got really not bored with it, fatigued with it. I got Naruto fatigue, and I just thought, okay, I'll leave it alone for now, and I'll come back to it later. And I never did.
Oh dear. Oh, well, I have to just explain things to you, depending how far you got into the story.
Well, that's the thing. See, it was so long ago that I stopped watching it. Honestly, I think I was in university, or just.
Okay.
Just left university, but so it's a few years ago now, and so it's just like I won't remember. I don't remember half the characters' names. I don't remember half the what happened. Just because there's so many episodes where so many things happen, and so many episodes where nothing fucking happens.
Oh boy, yes.
I swear, there's like a whole season that's just like one fight.
The filler arcs.
The filler arcs, and it's just like
God.
We're fucking gonna get into it. So, Mark, you're here to.
Hello.
You're gonna give me a refresher course. You're gonna make sure that I am up to date on fucking Naruto and Naruto and Boruto and Koruto and fucking Megalomon and
I might skip Boruto.
Oh God,
He's Naruto's son. That's what needed to be said.
Okay, Naruto's son. Okay, great, fine.
There you go.
Okay, that's all I fucking need. But let's start at the beginning. In the beginning, there was the Word, and the Word was testicles, and that confused theologists for a very long time. But anyway,
I don't know how to respond to that. I thought you were going to make a Naruto joke.
I've forgotten too much about Naruto to make a Naruto joke. So before we start with the actual story, describe the world of Naruto. What is the lore? What magical realm do we find ourselves in?
Everyone is a ninja. That's like all you could say.
Okay, like an actual ninja? Like an actual ninja or like a fantasy ninja?
Well, that's a bit confused. That's an interesting mix because there are actual ninjas and there are fantasy ninjas.
Within the show.
Yes, both. They're both kinds of ninja in the show.
Okay, because when I think of ninja, and bearing in mind I am not a great study of
Ninjas.
martial arts and ancient warfare in Japan, but I always imagine like ninjas, like they're all in black and they got like throwing knives and stuff, like the throwing stars, and maybe like those big long thin strands that they drip poison down, like in that one James Bond movie that was kind of racist.
Ouch.
I say that one James Bond movie that was kind of racist. There's more than one.
Oh dear. Yeah, well, there's in this world of Naruto, everyone, and I mean everyone, is a ninja.
So like,
At least
are they ninja chefs?
Well,
Are they
potentially,
ninja
yeah.
postal workers? Are there ninja doctors? Are there
Yes.
ninja childcare providers, like ninja babysitters?
Okay, maybe not that far, but most people seem to work as ninjas. I don't know if they get paid or not to work. That's never brought
Are
up.
there ninja shoe salesmen?
I think there are some shoe weapons in there, but no shoe salesman.
Okay, fine. Okay, so everyone's
These
a
are the
ninja.
these are the stealthiest footwear ever.
So everyone's a...
Which would actually be pretty good business if you're a ninja.
Well, yes, I imagine ninjas need footwear that don't, like, squeak and creak and shit. Like, you can't sell, like, fucking high tops that light up to ninjas, I don't think.
No, probably not. Then again, Naruto spends the first half of the show wearing a bright orange jumpsuit. Not exactly, it doesn't exactly scream ninja, does it?
Yeah, it's like a fluorescent orange jumpsuit with white and blue and...
Did he break out of prison?
Maybe. He's a bit of a hooligan, but it is, like... And there's characters with, like, pink hair and fucking... Yeah, when we say ninjas, we mean, like, ninjas, like, in terms of how they fight and the sort of things they do, not in terms of, like, actually being stealthy.
Well, they fight like ninjas. They're taught to be stealthy, but they, you know, I suppose you have to have interest.
It's a fucking anime. If it was
kind
a
of
stealthy anime, it would be so fucking boring.
Yeah, it's like telling everyone. It's like telling Yu-Gi-Oh to try to hide in a crowd.
Yeah, oh yeah. Oh god, can you imagine? That would be the easiest game of Where's Wally ever. Where's Yugi? He's right over there! Oh,
we just put Kaiba on top of a bus. Yugi, I challenge you to a duel. Bring it on! Oh, there you are.
Damn it, Kaiba! The only sort of Yugi impression I can do is like the one from Yu-Gi-Oh! Abridged.
Yeah.
Yeah, fucking little Karibo, love it. But he's also done an abridged version of Naruto, which I haven't seen. So yeah.
It had Musco X in it. I think they did like 40 episodes and they kind of stopped it.
Gave up. Well, when you don't have the numbers of Yu-Gi-Oh! Abridged, I guess, you know.
Yeah, I thought it was quite funny though, because they had Orochimaru trying to be stealthy, and he was like, "Oh, hi, Orochimaru." It's like, "No, I'm not Orochimaru, even though I'm dressed like Orochimaru."
We'll get onto him.
Ugh, he's good fun. Anyway, everyone's
a ninja, and it
Yeah.
focuses on these characters in, I believe it is called the Leaf Village.
Yeah, Konoha, or the village hidden in the leaves, or the Leaf Village, or there's 500 names for this place.
It's
but
not a village though. Like I've lived in villages. That's not a village. That is a small town at the very least.
It becomes a city in Boruto. So much of being hidden in the leaves. Which
You can't go from a village to a city. What kind of city planner do they have?
Oh dear. We always found it a bit weird that Konoha is called Hidden in the Leaves, and yet it's got that big giant Mount Rushmore thingy at the back.
Yeah, that's another easy game of Where Wally. Where is the village hidden in the leaves? Well, maybe it's right by that giant fucking statue carved at the mountain, like a big middle finger to God and nature.
Yeah, because this is a setting based around ninjas. So taking it a bit too far, they're trying to hide their own town. Like, how does the postal service work? Where's the ninja village? I don't know. It's hidden in the leaves somewhere. Where? I don't know.
I've got a package for like this guy called Sasuke. It's like this big book of emo porn, and I just don't know how to get it to him. I guess he'll have to go without. And then somewhere off in the distance, Sasuke cries.
Take that, Sasuke. Yeah, so the ninja village has ninjas in it, and there's also a ninja president called the Hokage.
Ninja president.
Yes.
still sounds like a much more legitimate president than Donald Trump. Boop. Easy joke.
Thank you all. Thank you very much. So yeah, everyone's a ninja. Ninja town, ninja place, ninja president. Everyone's a ninja.
Ninja food, ninja dogs.
Yep. Oh, yeah, actually, yeah, they have ninja dogs, ninja bugs. You name it.
I was joking.
Yeah, ninja anything. They have ninja frogs, ninja monkeys. Someone I think has a ninja cat. I might be wrong.
Okay.
It's interesting. Just roll with it. Because
Yeah,
a lot of this you have to kind of like take with a grain of salt. And okay, fine, no problem. There's ninja stuff.
Yeah.
It's manga. Just roll with it.
You know, it's like Digimon. Just slap the word ninja in front of anything, and then it suddenly becomes like fine within the world. It's like Digi this, Digi that, Digi fucking everything.
Well, there is a Ninjamon.
A what?
There's a Ninjamon.
In Digimon.
And a Samurai-mon. Just leave it.
Fucking
Just
Digimon.
oh dear. We'll move on.
Move on. Naruto. Like, we keep mentioning this name, Naruto. Who the fuck is Naruto?
He's the main character.
Okay, but who is he?
Well, when we first meet him, he's a delinquent with good reason. Because first plot point is slammed down straight away as soon as you open the show. There was a giant demon nine-tailed fox running amok, and
Nine-tails, no! Would you? I voled you from Vulpix into this, and this is how you repay me?
You do not give me enough rare candies. Ah!
Mark,
Yes.
never do that again, please.
Sorry.
Ah! I
Can't do
don't
it too
like it.
I can't do it too long anyway.
Oh shit! Is that what the nine-tailed fox sounds like?
No, he sounds more I suppose Megatron-ish.
Okay.
He's like not that deep. He's not that deep. And then try to make him very scary. So yeah, the giant running.
They should have got you to do the voice. Jeez.
Thank you.
No. That was
They
not
should-
an invitation for further use of that terrifying fucking voice.
Sorry. So yeah, giant fox running around. So in order to contain its power, the fourth Hokage, who is the fourth president of the ninja village, gives his life to basically place the fox in a container, who just so happens to be Naruto.
A kid.
Yeah.
Oh my fucking god. You know what this is?
Yeah.
This is the same fucking plot as that fucking awful 2006 Sonic the Hedgehog game.
Oh god. Yeah.
If Naruto cries, does the nine-tailed fox get out?
No, he's sealed in their safe.
Okay, so it's slightly better than the fucking Sonic the Hedgehog game then. Okay.
Yes. So, because of this, Naruto, he doesn't know that he's got the fox inside him. So because of this, he's pretty
Did
much...
no one tell him?
No one told him. I don't really understand why. I think it's to keep it hidden, which I find very stupid, because everyone in the village, apart from him, knows that he's the container of the demon fox.
And none of, like, the other kids accidentally let that slip?
They don't know either. It's kind of like this generation can't know. So,
Okay, fair enough,
so it's kind of like, but the problem is, therein lies the problem, because we got one generation hating on Naruto and don't see him as a person, and you've got this later generation who kind of like Naruto, but they don't know why everyone else hates him. So that's kind of I don't really got that in mind.
Wait, why does the older generation hate him?
Because he's got the fox inside him. The fox destroyed their village, and for some reason they now hate him because he's got the fox inside him. Like he is the fox, even though he's not.
Even though he's completely innocent and it was placed inside him.
Yeah, I don't get it either, but they hate him. So because of this,
that's kind of like if everyone in the Wizarding World was like, "Hey, that Harry Potter kid, I hate him because Voldemort killed himself trying to kill him, and he got a scar from it, which means we hate him. Fuck that Harry Potter bastard. I'm glad he lives in a cupboard under the stairs."
I don't get it either, but that's just how it is. So Naruto, he doesn't really have any parents or family. So
who looks after him?
Well, this is one of the weird parts of this anime. Naruto lives on his own in an apartment, and he's 14.
Well, that's slightly better than fucking Ash Ketchum going out into the wilderness with nothing but a Pokeballs and a Pokedex when he's 10 years old.
Yeah,
but it's still bad.
Yeah, because I think it's explained that Naruto, that the third Hokage, kind of looks out for him and drops by every now and again, and
Sorry, the
Naruto.
third Hokage.
Yeah, because we're kind of going backwards here. The third Hokage retired. The fourth Hokage bit the dust. So the third Hokage came back out of retirement.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Right. So Naruto's also kind of rubbish at being a ninja. He wants to become a ninja, and his goal actually is to become Hokage himself. So no one will be looking down on him anymore.
So
he can.
Would you say that he wants to be the very best, like no one ever was?
Yes, very much so.
To ninja is his real test. To be a ninja is his cause.
Yes.
I would travel across the land, searching far and wide. Meow, 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 meow. Each ninja to understand the power that's inside. Naruto!
La 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 la, it's you and me. I know it. I know that.
Mark, we're done.
Okay, I could have done the whole thing.
Yeah, I know you could have, but we're done.
Yes, stop distracting. We've got like 10, 15 minutes of plot to go through.
Oh, jeez.
We'll just skip some parts. So
I
yeah,
think
Naruto.
you might have to.
So Naruto wants to be the very best, like no one ever was. The only problem is he's kind of rubbish at being a ninja because he doesn't learn and he's stubborn as hell. So you could say Naruto's a very I wouldn't say stereotypical, but he's got all the traits of a Shonen Jump protagonist. He's quite hot-headed and gung ho, but he's got a good heart.
Believe it.
Yeah, exactly. Oh god. Believe it. No, stop. Ah! Drive me crazy. They tried doing that as a catchphrase in the English dub, and everyone hated it. So I went, nope, we're not gonna do that again.
Yeah, like, was that just because, like, due to a translation thing?
Yeah, because Naruto's got this verbal tick that he says called Dattabayo, which I think is like translated to everything's gonna be alright or something like that. So they translated English as believe it, and since Naruto basically literally says Dattabayo at the end of every sentence, they realized they couldn't do that in English, so they had to just remove it. It's very bizarre. So
dubbing.
We only got for the first episode yet. So Naruto eventually finds out he's got the fox inside him, takes it about as well as you can expect. But when he finds out that his teacher, Iruka Sensei, who's like the only person other than the third Hokage who cares about him, is about to be killed, he jumps in, learns the Shadow Clone Jutsu, which basically lets him make an army of clones, and he kickstarts.
Jutsu.
Jutsu.
This comes up quite a lot. You've mentioned it before. So what the fuck is it?
Basically ninja magic would be the best term to use it.
Again, ninja magic. Okay, sure.
You know, like in if I can find a visual example. You know, in Scott. Have you watched Scott Pilgrim?
Have I watched Scott? Yes, I fucking watched Scott Pilgrim. I've got like the Scott Pilgrim graphic novel in hardback. Okay. That's what I've got in color. In color, Mark. I played the video game.
Congratulations. Anyway, you know in the movie when Gideon summons the cool sword and he does his weird gestures with his hands.
Yes.
That's jutsu. That's jutsu. Basically, a number of things, basically hand coordinations that let you use various ninja magic, basically.
So if you're wagging your fingers in a certain way, then shit happens.
Yeah, if you do combos, you know, every character's kind of got their own special ability, but you can learn specific moves. So Naruto's got the Shadow Clone Jutsu as his first ability. Okay. At least the first useful one, anyway.
So he could expect like an army of
clones.
Himself.
Yeah, it's like that.
You know what, Mark? I just realised something. You're wrong about something. That isn't his first jutsu. That isn't his first thing. The first one he has is when he turns himself into a naked, sexy lady.
Oh yeah, sexy no jutsu. That's stupid.
This is a show for children.
I know. Well, Japan's got different sense of humour than all the hoity-toity people over here do.
That's as maybe. It's a show for children.
It's Japan. It's manga. Just run with it.
Okay, it's like, how did he even learn that? Why did
I have no idea. I don't think they ever explain why he has that. He just made it up. Anyway, so Naruto finally gets to become a ninja, and this is where he joins Team 7. And here we go. This is where we meet the rest of the main cast.
Isn't Team 7 like a video game developer?
Yeah, I think they made the Worms games.
All right then. Okay.
Okay, they're named after the guys who made the video. They're named after a video game developer. Hooray!
Hooray!
So, who do you want to destroy first, Sakura or Sasuke?
Let's go with Sasuke. He's a slightly easier target. Picture, just like the character. You know the character who's mopey and whining like, this world, it's full of darkness. I am always grumpy. 10 points from Gryffindor, Mr. Potter. Is that character. He's just like, oh, the other guy, oh, he's really energetic and stuff. Oh, I'm really dour. So therefore, we shall be enemies. Fairy tale.
Bleach, kind of. But yeah, well, Sasuke is pretty much as archetypal as a Japanese anti-hero you can get. He's gloomy, he's serious, he's down, he's emo, he's angsty emo.
Which will be fine if later on he didn't do things that I might not agree with.
Things that make me want to kick his head in.
Yeah, but in fairness, he does a very good reason for being kind of dour. Because, I mean, I would be kind of dour if my older brother killed, like, everyone in my family and anyone who's in the near vicinity but left me alive, gave me a pat on the head, and then just fucked off forever.
Yeah, and there's very stupid reasons why that happens. We might get to them.
Yeah, I never actually got to that point in the show. I never found out why that happened, but we'll get to that when we get to that.
I want to bang my head to the wall.
And then there's Sakura, who starts off, as far as I remember, as kind of like a wet blanket, but got
pretty
better,
much
got better with time.
A pink wet blanket.
Pink wet blanket. She's like in love with Sasuke, even though it's so fucking obvious that she and Naruto are going to get together. Yeah, and it's there's two major character developments for her, as far as I can tell when I was watching the show. One, that she learns like healing magic from because she's the girl, and therefore she can't have an offensive power.
Well, she did get an offensive power. She got the Hulk power. She turned to the Hulk, basically.
Okay, point withdrawn. And
she can basically punch buildings down with her fist.
Shit, I should go back and watch this show. Jeez. And the other thing that happened to her, the big major character thing that happened to her, was that she cut her hair short.
Yeah, that's about all the character development she gets in the first half of the story.
They put in the fucking intro, like one of the intros, like, oh, there's like hair in front of it, then it flies away, and you see her standing on a hilltop with short hair. It's like, oh my god.
Yeah. It's pretty.
It started really because like she has a big, huge fucking crush on Sasuke, right?
She has that all the way through.
And she also had a friendship with this other character. I want to say her name was Ino.
Correct.
Okay, well, fucking hell, I managed to remember it. And,
well done.
And she also, Ino, also has a crush on Sasuke. It's like, hey, we both like the same boy. I hate you now! I hate you back! And it's like, it's so stupid. It's sexist is what it is.
Yeah, I suppose that's one way to look at it. I mean, I think that
it's the only way to look at it. Like, there's two friends, and a boy suddenly pops up, not interested in either of them, and they fucking hate each other's guts just because they both like the same boy. Like, I don't see any other way of looking at it.
They do. I think they did a more complex, because this is like 1,000 episodes long, so they keep going back to past relationships and stuff and exploring new bits. So they I think they explained why Sakura and Hino became more rivals as time went on, but they knock each other out and they become friends again. So there you go, I suppose.
Okay, so there's no barrier to friendship that can't be solved with a good old fist fight.
It was an official ninja fist fight, so I think it counts.
Oh, okay, that's fine, okay.
Yeah, so Naruto...
This is the worst way to solve your problems!
Well, it's just not Yu-Gi-Oh! Where they solve the problems of card games.
No one gets hurt in a card game!
Unless you slit the throat of a card or get a paper cut or something.
or you send their soul to the Shadow Realm.
Yeah. Although no one gets
I know how we'll solve this problem with a children's card game!
Yeah. So, Naruto, Sasuke, and Sakura make up the new team with their teacher, Kakashi Sensei.
Who's always got like half of his face hidden with a mask.
It's the biggest mystery in the world. What was Kakashi's face like? And when they revealed it,
they found out. No, because they found out because like they took down part of his mask, and it turns out underneath was another mask.
It was just a gag. It was just a gag because Kakashi knew what they're doing. And eventually, at the very in the second last episode of the anime, they reveal him faces. It's like, oh, he looks normal. There's nothing there. He looks just normal.
Let
What
down?
What if a late down? Like, okay, what's the mystery
Well,
of Kakashi?
mind you, they could have shown you anything underneath his face, and it would have been like shocking, but it would have been expected, I suppose.
Yeah, but he just pulls his mask down and it's like, it looks normal. There's no scarring, there's no burns, there's nothing. It just looks normal.
Yeah.
You know.
So
Stuff.
why would he do that though? Why would he sacrifice his depth perception just to wear a mask? Just that for like an aesthetic thing?
I don't know. Maybe because he was a ninja. You could excuse half the things in this. Like, oh, he's a ninja. Oh, it's a manga. You know.
That can't be your excuse for everything. Why does that happen? Ninja. Why does that happen? Ninja. Why is any of this happening? Ninja.
Oh yeah, I think it's because because Kakashi used to be a member of the town's Black Ops unit, and that involved stealth, so he kind of just put it on and didn't take it off.
That's another cool thing. Black Ops Ninja.
Yeah.
Black Ops. Like sometimes the whole ninja in front of every single word thing does work.
Yeah, because you got the normal ninjas in a manner of speak. The fantasy ninjas are like the main force.
The commonplace pedestrian plebeian ninjas.
The peasant ninjas.
Yeah.
And then you've got the stealth ninjas who are as you and I know, the normal ninjas.
Okay.
It's a bit bizarre.
And there are other teams as well. We're featuring lots of other side characters that have got some interesting character facets to and interesting powers. The only one I think that's actually worth talking about, as far as I can remember, there's two worth talking about. There's the fucking pipsqueak that's like madly in love with Naruto.
Okay.
And that other guy whose name I can't remember, with like the spiky hair, just like shadow powers.
Oh, Shikamaru.
Sure.
Right, we'll go. Well, since we're here, we'll go through them in very brief terms. So you've got Team 10, which is Shikamaru, who's basically lazy, as to quote Dr. Octopus, brilliant but lazy.
Yeah, I do remember his character. Like I remember he actually quit a battle because he knew he couldn't win it.
Yeah, pretty much. He was tactical and stuff, but he was also quite easygoing and laid back and a bum, basically, a very smart bum.
Yeah, he was a very refreshing character, actually.
Yeah, and you had Choji, who was basically the fat one. That's all you really said about Choji.
Oh yeah, he's got like these pills that are like curry powers.
Yeah, and it gave him like butterfly wings and stuff.
I don't remember that. Jeez.
It's like a bit like what's his face? Nuke in Jessica Jones. He ate a pill and he got super strong and stuff, but he couldn't have it. He had to eject it before he took over, as he'd die.
Sure.
And then you have Ino on the team, who's basically Sakura with blonde hair.
Blonde hair
and
hangs over one half of her face. Ooh.
Yeah, and she can styling, and her ability is to basically take control of a person's body temporarily.
That's
then you have teammate. You have Kiba, who's the dog guy because he's got a dog.
Oh, yeah, he's got a little puppy dog hidden in his jacket. It's so cute.
It becomes a very big dog in the second half of the story.
Cool.
And Naruto's just like, wait a minute, how did Akamaru get so big? And Kiba's like, he's not. What are you talking about? He's always been like this way. He's like, no, he's not. And then
I fed him.
And then you've got Shino, who's the bug guy.
Oh yeah, the bug guy with like the John Lennon sunglasses that you never see his mouth.
Yeah, you actually saw his mouth occasionally, which they just swapped it. You don't see his eyes. That's the one thing they never gave away.
Okay.
For some reason, I always imagined he had like bug eyes or something like that. It'd be quite freaky.
This is a very quirky school these guys go to.
Yeah, and then because I want to. What do you mean by pipsqueak? You have the best character in the whole show. You have Hinata, who I love and adore dearly. And if you dare
every single thing she said, as far as I remember, is like, "Oh, Naruto, be safe. Oh, Naruto. Oh, I'm so meek. Oh."
She was one of the best characters in the show. She's a very complex character. Because she was
I never got a chance to see that.
Because she comes from from one of the more prestigious families in the village, and she basically had a mountain dropped on her, basically saying, she's the heir to the clan. She's got to be tough and basically like untouchable and stuff. But she's quite the opposite of the role. She's very shy and insecure and stuff like that. So her
Oh
father,
my god, she's Fluttershy!
yeah, pretty much. She's Fluttershy as a ninja, which is awesome.
Oh, actually, yeah, that does sound awesome, jeez.
So she,
Come to
so
me with your friends, we'll murder them!
so she, her father was pretty much on the verge of disowning her. Her sister's a better choice. Her cousin Neji hates her for
Yeah, I
complicated.
remember the guy who's always looks grumpy.
Yeah, grumpy. So, and Hinata finds Naruto, he's hated even more, but his will to carry on and be strong and stuff inspires her to do the same as well. And she goes through, in my totally non-biased opinion, she goes through this brilliant, very slow burn character arc of growing self-confidence and
But
stuff.
like
throughout the series.
150 episodes or something, I don't know.
Yeah, but I love her. That's just my opinion. You know, she's my favorite anime character of all time. So
Really?
I'm putting her in a box. She's in a box because she's here. Don't touch
She's
her.
mine, my
No, she's-
precious.
No, don't be silly.
Oh,
So,
there's another character I remember. The guy, Rock Lee.
yeah, Rock Lee, who's got the Beatles haircut.
He's got the Beatles haircut, and he's got the green jumpsuit and the weighted thing, and he's got the really, really, actually kind of moving relationship with his teacher.
Guy Sensei.
Guy Sensei, who looks almost exactly the same, but they're not related, but they have, like... They're just... It's such a cool relationship. I don't know, it's like they're so supportive and encouraging of each other. They're constantly pushing each other to be the best, and they cry together, and it's beautiful.
Yeah, because Lee can't use normal ninja moves, so he basically has to rely on martial arts alone in order to win. And, you know, the fact that as you said, he is freaking awesome. He's probably after Hinata, Lee's probably one of my favorite characters because just how much he is. Well, he's so funny.
And he speaks in a really weird way, but he's actually like a really good friend.
Yeah, no, he's great. Bushy brows, as Naruto calls him.
Bushy brows, and sometimes he gets drunk and fights even better.
Yeah, I think that was who did Drunk Boxing? Was that Jackie Chan or Bruce Lee?
I believe it was Jackie Chan. He's done a few movies, or at least one movie where it's a character. It's supposedly like a legitimate form of martial arts that's supposed to make you fight better when you're drunk. I don't see
Weird.
how that would work. Like, you go out in Edinburgh on a fucking Saturday night and see all the drunk people, you don't think they can't fight better. They'll fight
Probably not.
harder, but they won't fight better.
No. So also on Lee's team, you got Neji, who is Hinata's cousin. Really interesting character, because
I just remember he's got this power called Byakugan.
Yeah, he it's basically X-ray vision. Everyone in the family has that.
Oh, right.
So, and I find Neji really interesting as a character because basically his side of the family have been they've got to act as basically slaves to Hinata's side of the family for some very complex, silly reason. And his dad dies in order to protect Hinata when she was a baby, so he kind of has that he has a fatalistic, kind of hateful spike towards her, even though it's not her fault.
This place sounds like a horrible place to live.
It's weird. It's
Like the way the society, like people just hating each other for arbitrary reasons. What is this? Trump's America? But easy joke.
Joke. Yeah. So eventually Neji does get over after Naruto delivers him a wonderful punch to the face, and also
again, that's how they solve their problems in this world.
Yeah, and because she's completely forgetful, you have also Tenten, who is she's
the one with the fucking like Chun-Li buns.
Chun-Li buns. She throws weapons around. That's literally all you need to say about it. Tenten. She doesn't really get much screen time.
She's there.
Yeah, she's there.
I mean, she's fine. She doesn't do anything wrong. She just doesn't do anything really.
Yeah. So, whizzing for the first arc really quickly. Naruto, they go out on the first mission together. There's a cool dude named Zabuza who's got a big ass sword. Naruto gets a bridge named after him.
Was that the guy with like the cow 4 sleeves that's voiced by Steve Blum?
Yeah, he's got a big ass sword.
And he's got that androgynous helper that he really likes.
Haku.
Yeah, okay, and that's all I can remember. Like,
really confused me. I was like, is Haku a girl or a guy? It's very confusing.
He's a guy.
Yeah, I know. It was like, wait a minute, Haku's, because I was assuming that Haku was a girl, and then when she mentions it, like, wait a minute, Haku's a guy?
Yeah. Oh my god, she's prettier than Sakura. He's prettier than Sakura. Like that's like one of the few lines I can remember from the show because this was right when I first started watching it.
He's prettier than Sasuke.
Yeah. And I assume they fight him.
yeah, Zabuza's a mercenary for hire. They fight stuff and stuff.
That's how most of the storylines go, to be honest.
Yeah, pretty much. Zabuza does a heel face turn, becomes a good guy, dies a hero, that sort of thing. Naruto finds out Sasuke's brother Itachi killed all his family, so he wants revenge. And Naruto also activates the fox's demonic powers for the first time, which kind of like covers him in this fiery aura, I suppose is the best way to describe it. And as the series goes on, that becomes more and more dangerous, and if Naruto loses control, the fox will literally get out and be free.
Wow.
So the seal, his seal, as it were, has some limitations.
Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh dear.
So then they go on to the ninja exams.
Ninja exams.
Literally, and the first like 5
Why
episodes.
didn't we ever do exams like that? Jeez.
But the fun part is that, well, sort of a semi-fun part. The first thing they have to do is it's like the Triwizard tournament, except with ninjas. The first thing they do is
we meet the sand guy.
yes, we'll get to him in a minute.
Okay.
They literally have to do a paper exam where they have to cheat to pass, which is quite funny because they're all doing the ninja technique to try and cheat, and if they get their names put down, they get kicked out. It's very bizarre.
Yeah, it's a real like stiff pass or fail margin for error.
Yeah, and then we go into the Forest of Death, where we meet Sand Guy, Gaara of the Sand.
Now, I mean, there's a fairly memorable character, but the only reason I continue to remember him over other characters is because there was I mentioned them on this show before. There was a death battle between him and Toph from Avatar: The Last Airbender. And do you want to know how that fight happened?
Please tell me Toph won.
Toph won.
Yes!
She's the greatest fucking earthbender in the world, and don't you dunderheads forget it.
Never forget, never forget.
Never forget, no. But Gaara's pretty cool because he can just like suffocate people with sand, and he's a remorseless killer who is hated by his village for reasons again. Like there's so many people just hate kids in this movie. They just like hate random kids for things they haven't done.
Yeah, Gaara's got another one of the tailed animals in his body. There's like 10 of them. There's like 9 of them, and he's got a different one inside him. Okay. I don't know why they. I don't know why they did.
Like a 3-tailed fox.
There's a I can't remember what the one Naruto's got is the 9-tailed fox, and the one Gaara's got is like a giant 1-tailed tanuki thing.
Those creatures that fly by stretching their balls.
No, I think the tanuki is the Japanese raccoon.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Maybe I don't know, but yes, something. It's a big scary monster that uses eats sand.
Oh, jeez. Okay, fine.
So you think Naruto's
testicle powers activate?
They didn't do that. No, he just uses sand. But you think Naruto's backstory is rough? Gaara's is just miserable, depressing as hell. Because his mom died, his dad blamed him, his uncle tried to murder him when he found out that Gaara had the monster inside him, and Gaara went gaga and stuff like that.
This is a kid's show.
This is a family picture.
Yeah,
so
also, for kids. Oh my god.
Yeah, so they do a whole bunch of new characters, that stuff. You meet Gaara's siblings, Konkuro and Tamari, but and then you meet Orochimaru himself,
who is basically Voldemort.
Yeah, Voldemort and Michael Jackson are the same person.
Because this is Ninja!
Oh god.
Ninja Night!
Very good.
Yeah, because he's a creepy fucking snake bastard.
He'd do very well in Slytherin.
He would do very well in Slytherin. Like, okay, so what is his deal? What is his deal? Because I can never remember his deal.
He's basically a mad scientist is the easy way to describe him, with a snake fetish.
Yeah,
that's a minute.
He's like trying to get something.
I believe he was trying to basically become immortal.
Oh, okay. Well, he should have just gone for the Dragon Balls then, jeez.
Yeah, we'll get the Horcrux, make Horcruxes, that would work easy. But Orochimaru is delightfully creepy, because the first time you meet him, he occupies a body of a woman. So then his face peels off, and you find out it's this creepy snake-eye weirdo underneath. and he can stretch his limbs, and he can cough up a snake, which then coughs up a sword, and he can poison people, and he's just if Voldemort was a ninja.
God, yeah. Voldemort wishes he has that kind of creepy powers. Jeez.
Yeah. So
so what does he do? What does this Orochimaru do?
Well, the first thing Orochimaru does, he bites Sasuke and gives him a curse, which eventually he will become addicted to, in order for Sasuke to eventually become his Padawan, I suppose, easiest term to say. But Orochimaru, for some strange reason, wants to possess Sasuke's body, because I think he keeps jumping bodies a bit. He's kind of very Xehanort-ish, I suppose is the correct term to say.
Wow, that is so weird. I can literally hear the police coming to arrest you for lunacy.
Yeah, I can have too. Bizarre.
What's happening over there? What's with the sirens?
Oh, there's tons of sirens. Really loud sirens over here. Odd. Anyway, so Sasuke gets cursed, basically, and he becomes more addicted to this power as time goes on, because Orochimaru planned it that way.
You're gonna have to face it, you're addicted to curses.
Do you think it's because Sasuke's Sharingan eyes have special powers and stuff?
Is this the fucking weird red comma eyes?
Yes.
Explain these. Explain them right fucking this instant.
Yeah, I don't get it. I don't get how they work.
You're the one who's supposed to know this shit.
I don't get everything.
This is a history lesson of Naruto with Mark fucking Russell.
Watch your language, bud. We're on the air. So Sasuke's eyes are basically they're genetic eyes. Sorry.
Oh, Mark.
Sorry.
You graduated from university.
Yeah.
Isn't like your job right now an exam invigilator, like checking people's exams? Like you're supposed to be smart, Mark.
Like I said, zero self-esteem.
Yeah.
So the ability is basically it gives him various superpowers. He can see he can see really far away, or he can see things in slow motion, stuff like that. And there's different versions of the Sharingan. Like, I think one character, his eye can, for some very interesting reason, can teleport in places, which is like you can like teleport with it. So like it depends on who has the various eyes. I probably explained it incorrectly, but that's the closest impression I got.
Honestly, you explained it far better than the show ever did, as far as I can remember. Jeez.
They do spend like half an hour of each episode. They pause to explain things. Like, don't explain things to other characters; they'll know the weakness.
Yeah. So Orochimaru gives him this. Was trying to take advantage of this, or what?
Both. He gives the power to Sasuke because he wants Sasuke to come and be his Padawan.
But then, so he can take over his body.
Yeah.
Okay, and then this leads into the season where it's just like 5 or so of them, 5 random ninjas just going into the forest, just trying to get him back.
Oh yes, yeah. Jumping around a bit. Stuff happens,
like the Hokage dying.
Yeah, he did. He died, but he gave the middle finger to Orochimaru by paralyzing his arms, so he can't use ninja moves.
Cool.
And
this is like after Orochimaru just tries to take over the village.
Yeah, with help from Gaara and stuff. And then Naruto and Gaara become friends, because there's a little bit happens in between. We meet Orochimaru's fellow former ninja teammates. We meet Jiraiya, the aka Pervy Sage, because he reads dodgy X-rated literature, and Tsunade, who is a gambling addict. So it's an interesting lineup.
Oh,
and then,
sorry, whose disciples are these? Orochimaru's?
No, that Orochimaru, Jiraiya, and Tsunade all were the third Hokage's proteges.
Oh, I see.
Interesting. So it's interesting, and they're considered like the greatest ninjas of all time. So you've got a pervert, a gambling addict, and Lord Voldemort.
Fucking hell.
But Jiraiya and Tsunade are really great characters because they've got a lot of depth to them. They're very nice. Jiraiya turns out to be Naruto's godfather, which is it, and becomes very much his teacher and father figure throughout the story.
Okay, right. So he's his godfather. Where the fuck was he this whole time? Like, when Naruto was living on his own and everyone hated him, where was he? Like, at least Sirius Black had the excuse that he was locked up in fucking Azkaban.
I think Jiraiya was looking for Orochimaru at this point, and he was basically being.
And what a great job he did.
Yeah, he was being I didn't know. He was probably being more like Captain America. He was away for years doing stuff to fight evil and stop wars and things.
Sure. Okay. Fair enough.
So and Tsunade becomes the 5th Hokage because Jiraiya doesn't want the role. So then we get to the part where Sasuke says enough is enough.
Enough is enough.
His brother Itachi drops by for a visit.
Hello, kid brother.
Remember when I killed all the family and tormented you about it? Yeah, let's do that again.
Yeah, good times.
So then Sasuke says, basically, in order to defeat Itachi, I've got to team up with Orochimaru and get strong power so I can be stronger than Naruto.
In order for me to defeat this relatively minor bad guy, I am going to team up with Voldemort.
Well,
what's next? The President of the United States teaming up with Kim Jong-un? Easy joke.
Yay.
Like, I'm 3. I'm at 3. I'm done now, okay? No more. Fucking...
We're here all night. Tip the waitresses.
Oh, God. So he teams up with Orochimaru. They all try and go into the forest to get him, like 5 of them. They fail.
Yeah.
This is like a whole season, and it's just them trying to get through this one forest, and they fucking fail.
Yeah, because they've all got to fight Orochimaru's minions and stuff, which are not bad. They've got gimmicks and stuff. And then there's a big epic fight between Naruto and Sasuke. They both beat the hell out of each other. Sasuke wins, and his dramatically... It's probably the best moment in the whole series, really. Because it's these two... Because Sasuke and Naruto have come to regard each other as best friends, but Sasuke has to put his revenge first in front of his friendship, and he comes to envy Naruto because he's getting stronger instead of him.
You've got a fucking ramen power now, and I hate you for it.
Yeah. And awesome stuff. Sasuke wins, leaves, see you in a year's time, and Naruto's defeated, but he's like, don't worry, I promised to Sakura I'd get Sasuke back, even if it takes like 3 years to do it. So he and Jiraiya go off to train for some reason. Well, they can't just train in the village, I don't know. And then we do
this is where he learns that fucking ramen power.
Rasengan.
So I do apologize.
It's basically a big glowing blue ball he throws at people and explodes.
Cool.
Nice. So this is where we do the time skip. How far did you get at this point?
I got up to the bit like after that where like they're going off doing random things like that. There's this village where these creepy guys hold funerals for people that are already alive.
Oh yeah, they did like 200 episodes of filler, so the manga had enough time to get a move on.
Sorry, what?
Maybe not 200. It was like because the first season
because like I was like, okay, are we going to get back to the main plot now? Are we going to get back? No, and that's when I got tired of it.
Yeah, I know, because tons of filler and stuff. So after that, you know what Shippuden then?
No, what is fucking Shippuden?
Shippuden is part 2 of Naruto, set 3 years after the first series. Everyone's grown up.
Well, 3 years, like 14 when they start. 3 years later, like that's not very grown up. I mean, it's more grown up. I mean, 17 is more grown up than 14, but still.
Yeah, I suppose. So everyone's hit puberty. Let the fan service begin.
Oh no! Oh no!
Okay, not much. They made Sakura look pretty.
Okay.
So Naruto comes back to the village. It's at this point that we meet the main bad guys of the series, because Orochimaru is doing off his thing with Sasuke. So we meet the bad guys, as it were, who are called the Akatsuki.
The Akatsuki.
Yes, which is Japanese for dawn, I believe. I might got that wrong.
Okay.
And they all have matching uniforms.
What?
I'm sorry, it's funny.
I'm sorry. Was this suddenly directed by that guy who did that weird Nutcracker movie a few years ago?
No, definitely not. No. Nope. So the Akatsuki are basically a group of rogue ninjas / mercenaries who are basically planning on world domination by gathering the powers of the nine-tailed beasts. So they're going to start hunting down the people who are the host for all these monsters, including Naruto and Gaara. And Itachi's a member of them, so you know where this is going. They're all basically lunatics and monsters and terrorists.
Of course they are. Of
A,
course they are.
a very colourful group of them. I really like these groups because they're all so unique and interesting. Do you want to give you a brief rundown?
Sure, why not? We're past my point of all my knowledge anyway, so this is the point where you do legitimately know more than me.
Yeah, okay. So you've got Itachi, Sasuke's brother. Do you remember the shark guy?
The shark guy?
Yeah, I guess you don't. A blue guy, a big sword, scales.
There was a shark guy?
Yeah, there's a shark guy called Kisame, whose sword can eat people.
This is a weird fucking show. Okay,
Yeah, so you've got Itachi, you've got the cool shark guy Kisame, you've got Deidara, who is basically, what if Michael Bay was a ninja? He likes blowing things up.
Oh no.
As he quotes.
No, I was fine living in a world where I didn't have that concept in my head, but now I do. Fuck you, Mark.
No need for such language. Although in this case, Deidara actually makes bombs out of clay and has mouths in his hands.
He has mouths on his hands.
Yeah, which spit out clay, which is weird. Half these people aren't even human.
Oh my god.
Then you have the crazy sadomasochist religious nut job Hedon. You have Kakuzu, who is freakier than hell because he harvests people's organs in order to keep himself alive.
Kid show.
You've got Sasori, who's like an evil Pinocchio guy. You've got
like his nose grows longer when he lies.
Okay, so actually everything else grows.
Everything else.
Okay, everything else. And he's got puppet minions and stuff. He can disguise himself as a puppet.
Oh,
and you've got the token female chick, Conan, who can use deadly origami.
Deadly? No such thing! Like, no, she's made a fucking pig out of fucking paper. Oh dear. Oh no. The horror. Oh jeez, it's reminding me of Blade Runner. Oh no.
Like giant paper monsters, so that's one hell of a paper cut. And they are led by, this is a bit of a complex character. You've got a character called Pain, who, literally his name is Pain. And he thinks that the world can only be shown peace through the horrors of war. And halfway
he's one of the. Oh, is he philosophical? Is he?
Sort of, yeah. But he's
the world is full of darkness, but I shall create a flood of blood that will cleanse the earth and see it as a beautiful new Eden. That sort of wanker.
Yes, but it turns out he's a very sympathetic wanker. I can't bother to go into his story, but he's definitely one of the more interesting villains of the story. So they start kidnapping all of the tailed beast hosts. Gaara kind of dies for like 2 seconds, and then they bring him back, which is kind of pointless. And literally, they were, by the time we get to Shippuden, because they had like 60 episodes worth of filler, they stretch out the stories of the main plot for like 26 episodes. So a lot of the time you just have characters standing around staring at each other menacingly. It's very bizarre.
This is one of those things. Like this is why I prefer like limited run animes like Trigun or Cowboy Bebop or animated movies like animated. They're all animated. Fucking hell, Scott, come on. Like movies like Studio Ghibli films or Left Through Time or something like that. And it's just like it's when you're stretching it out this much just to I don't know I don't know if it's for viewer numbers.
I think it was to give the manga more time to get ahead.
Oh, that's another thing. And it's just like it's boring for the audience. It's boring for me. Just not having the plot go along. It's like people criticize the Netflix Marvel shows for having pacing issues. Can you imagine?
I sat through them.
Yeah, you sit through like 26 episodes of the same fucking thing over and over again.
Pretty much all they have to do is go rescue Gara and go home. That's it. It takes them 26 episodes to do so. I think the one good thing about it is that they have this epic fight between Sakura and the puppet guy, and she just punches his body apart and then crushes his arm.
Cool.
Right. So then they remember that Sasuke exists.
Wait, wasn't that a guy who betrayed us and ran away to become a fucking Voldemort's bitch?
Yeah, exactly. So Naruto and Sakura find out where one of Orochimaru's hideouts is, and they decide that they should go there. Kakashi's unavailable to come because he basically injured himself really badly during the Gaara incident. So let's introduce two new characters. Oh boy. You've got Captain Yamato, who is he's boring as hell. He is so boring. The one thing that's interesting about him is that he's a tree bender, is probably the better way to say it.
He's a tree bender.
He can control wood. The problem is his powers
Quiver before the might of mahogany.
Yes.
Weep before the awe-inspiring majesty of the willow.
Well, actually, his powers are more interesting than his character. And then you have a chap called Sai, who is one of the special Black Ops ninjas. The problem is he's emotionally restrained, so he doesn't, for a long time, doesn't express any emotions. He's socially awkward. He doesn't really understand insults or compliments and stuff, so he takes a long time to grow as a character. His gimmick is he can basically weaponize paint.
Well, okay, the tree thing was one thing. Paint.
He can paint monsters on paper and they jump off the page and kill people.
Paint.
Yes, magic paint.
Like so, I mean, oh, fucking hell! This guy would be a terror at fucking home base. Like, tremble before my might of the Dulux color chart.
Well,
I have got taupe. I've got beige. I've got eggshell white. I've got actual white, and that's just the white stuff. Don't make me get out my can of burnt sienna, you bastards.
Imagine both of them were at IKEA.
Yeah,
the IKEA duo.
Dear God, no one would stand a chance.
Yeah, so they eventually track down...
Guys, there's a terrorist attack happening in an IKEA. Who do we get? I know just the fellows.
Oh dear. So they find Sasuke. They drag out again. Like, for God's sake, just bring us Sasuke. Sasuke's becoming the biggest douche in the universe.
You mean he wasn't already?
Well, at least he had some reprieve to go. He liked Sakura back, and he had a thing with Naruto, but now he's completely devoid of any redeeming character traits, at least for the next, until, like, ever.
3 years hanging out with a snake guy, like, that's gonna change someone.
Yeah, so that literally goes nowhere. Sasuke leaves, everyone gets all mopey and stuff. Then they do a bit of meandering, they do some stuff, a couple of characters die. Then Sasuke decides that he's had enough of Orochimaru.
After 3 years.
3 years, not bad. I've been out there in a week. So he kind of kills Orochimaru, but because Orochimaru is basically Voldemort, he comes back later on.
Of course.
So then Sasuke kind of forms his own new team, which he calls I think he called it Snake, and then renamed it to Hawk. Sorry, I don't know the company's names. Animal Motifs, I guess. So he forms this trio of characters. You've got Suigetsu, who can waterbend. Kurian, I think is the pronunciation. Kurian, who basically is his stalker. She's got a thing for him.
Ew.
And you've
I'm
got
getting a real, like, light, whatever the fucking her name was from Death Note sort of vibe from that.
Yeah, she's pretty much like Misa. And you've got Jugo, who's like the really nicest guy in the world, but it turns out he is the biological source for Sasuke's curse. It's like, okay, how'd that work then? Because it turns out Orochimaru experimented on all of them, and they're now all got the weird powers because of him. Because mad scientist. Science!
Science,
Of course. So Sasuke uses their abilities to track down Itachi. Big epic fight, and Sasuke kills Itachi. And as
Will that
Itachi
make him happy, though? Will it make him happy?
No, it doesn't.
Oh, funny that.
Itachi...
Murder so rarely makes someone happy.
Yeah, so Itachi dies with a smile on his face, and Sasuke has no idea why. And here's where they throw
I think I know why. He deliberately smiled just to confuse his murderer. Like, this is really gonna confuse him.
But actually, they pull a thing, like the biggest surprise ever. That Sasuke gets taken in by another character who introduces himself as Madara Uchiha, who is basically the pioneer of old ninjutsu, who has apparently been dead for centuries, but turns out he's not. It's like, okay, where'd this guy come from? Hello. And Madara drops the bomb that Itachi was actually had to murder the whole family because they were planning to overthrow the Hokage.
Okay, fine. Decent plot twist. Why didn't he tell anyone?
I don't know.
I know I murdered my family, but trust me, they were going to do horrible shit, and I can prove it.
Yeah, so Itachi turned out to be a good guy the whole time, and he deliberately spared Sasuke in the hope that he would apparently get over the over his revenge, and also he didn't. And Itachi...
I'm just going to assume that my brother, whom I left alive, is going to be completely over his need for revenge and his sadness over the loss of his entire family. Because let's be honest, rather than him being angry at his whole family that are dead because they were planning to betray everyone, I choose that he's going to be angry at me, the guy who did technically nothing wrong.
Yeah. Like I said,
the
weird.
Character, forget controlling paint. Are these characters like huffing it?
Who knows? Potentially.
This is the most for God's sake, the only way these characters know how to solve any problem is by hitting it. And if they don't know how they can't hit the problem, they just like fucking walk away and don't explain shit.
Dude, it's weird. Because again, I'm just giving you the brief stuff. They take ages with the sort, and they explain everything, and they do big character story, big moving character arcs and things like that. I'm just giving you the rundown. Speaking of rundown, next, Pain decides it's best to go capture Naruto now, since they're taking too long with their evil scheme.
Guys, we gotta get on with this. Been doing this for like 50 fucking episodes. You know, we've got a deadline. Let's move.
Let's get on with this. So, he encounters Jiraiya, who turns out to be his former sensei.
Of course.
Big tragic backstory. Jiraiya dies. My heart breaks to 1,000 pieces.
Not the pervy one.
Yeah.
That hung out with a frog.
Yeah, we'll get to the frogs in a minute. So Naruto finds out, falls into one very bad depression. There's this really I think one of my favorite scenes is when he's crying on a park bench, and Iruka Sensei comes over and cheers him up. And I'm like, oh, it's really lovely. It's nice to know that after all these years, Iruka Sensei is still his teacher and a father figure to him. Because also Naruto
Even though we don't see him for like the vast majority of the first half of Naruto.
Yeah, weird, huh? So Naruto basically goes to the Dagobah system and trains with a bunch of frogs.
You must go to the Dagobah system. There you will find, I don't know, some sort of anime bullshit. Toby out, yo!
Well, he finds a frog that's basically Yoda.
Of course.
And Naruto learns to summon giant, cool, fighting Battletoads. No pun intended.
Oh my god, this sounds so stupid and so cool at the same time. What is this show?
It's Naruto, and that rhymes somehow. So then Pain takes the fight to the village and nukes it, basically. He reduces it to a crater.
Oh my god.
It's like, oh, okay, this is getting kind of badass. So Naruto shows up with this big army of frogs. They kick each other's asses. Pain looks like he's about to win. Hinata jumps in, basically in the most epic moment ever, confesses her love to Naruto, and starts kicking Pain's ass.
I love you! I love you! I love you! Is now the best time?
Not the best time, you know. And and then she nearly dies. Naruto flips out. The fox comes out.
Okay.
It's like, oh my god. So the fox then is pretty much close to like breaking his own seal. Then the ghost of the fourth Hokage steps in, and the biggest twist ever.
Move over, Kenobi. I've got this.
Yeah, speaking of which, the fourth Hokage turns out to be Naruto's father.
What?
I was like, what? And even weirder, Naruto's mother, who we find who's also dead, turns out to be the previous host of the Fox. So it turned out when
And
she was
no one told him this.
no one told them this. And it turns out when she was pregnant, when she gave birth, the fox might potentially escape during the transition. So they had to basically. It was thought they didn't want to do it, but they had to bind the fox to Naruto so that it wouldn't go, so it wouldn't escape. But it did end up escaping, and Naruto's parents had to sacrifice their lives in order to make sure the fox stayed sealed. And oh boy,
Oh my god.
I know it sounds ridiculous, but it's really damn heartbreaking what they have to do because they don't want to do it.
Like this is, I mean, you're a person explaining it to another person verbally. It's never gonna have the full effect of the show. I do kind of want to see that, just have it finally fucking explained. But jeez.
Yeah. So Naruto is given a pep talk by his ghost dad, and then he
Thanks,
finds
Ghost Dad. And then we went to prison.
Yeah. Oh dear. So then Naruto basically meets Pain's true self. I don't want to go into it. It's kind of complicated. But
You fool! This isn't even my final form.
Yeah. So he convinces the real Pain that life's worth living and stuff. So Pain says, right, Pain has oh my god, what have I done? And he basically kills himself in order to heal everyone who he's hurt and killed during the rampage.
Also, there's a big undo button.
Yeah, basically, no one dies. Everyone's back to normal. And
that is basically the Dragon Balls, isn't it?
Yeah, Dragon Ball thing. So at this point, I thought, oh, okay. So Hinata's close to Naruto. They should confront this directly. Nope, they think, forget that. We've got Naruto's boyfriend to catch up with.
Sasuke.
So sucking Sasuke.
Okay.
And I got really mad about this because. Okay, look, this girl who has had a crush on you for 10 years comes and rescues you, nearly dies for you, and you don't even give her a thank you? You gotta go shoot yourself to your stupid gay boyfriend. Like, come back!
Hey, you know what? Maybe what he has with Sasuke is just more fulfilling. You don't know.
It's not. Sasuke's got the personality of a dead sheep and is incredibly irritating.
Okay, someone doesn't ship them.
Of course I don't. I ship Naruto and Hinata.
Okay, jeez.
Forever! I can point, but I win. I win. I win. So anyway, then tons of boring stuff happens.
Because Naruto.
Naruto's pining after Sasuke, like, my god, please shut up. It's like, will someone please just kill Sasuke? Oh, I know. Someone's gonna kill Sasuke. Guess who it is? Sakura.
Oh, right, okay.
Like what? Where did that come from? Because like they do this big stupid debate thing. Like Sasuke is now an enemy of the ninja villages. He must be arrested or killed. And all Naruto's friends are having a big debate about it. And Sakura's like, I'm gonna go find Sasuke. I'm gonna go kill him. Like you're so not gonna do that. You're not. So then in the biggest, makes want to punch Sakura in the face. Her biggest stupidest move she ever does. She goes to Naruto and she lies to him that that she loves him romantically.
Okay.
It's like
considering that Naruto has had a bit of a crush on her.
So then Sakura she lies to Naruto that she loves him, and then she decides to go off on her own and try to kill Sasuke. She has a thing for him. It's not going to work. Guess what happens? She doesn't do it. Okay. Surprise, surprise.
Yeah. Turns out, I can't bring myself to kill the man that I've had a crush on since I was fucking 14.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, what? That was entirely pointless. So then, they do like a big. All of the ninja presidents get together to have a big chat about what they're going to do about the Akatsuki and stuff. And I should probably also bring in I should also mention the bad guy Toby at this point, who I've missed out. Toby. His name's Toby.
His name is the bad guy. He's called Toby.
Tob. It's an alias, as we'll find out.
It doesn't matter. Like, if you're going for a threatening name, Toby is not one of them.
Yeah. So it turns out that Toby. Oh, yeah. You can't say it properly. You can't say about sounding silly. Toby's plan is to gather the nine tailed beasts, which will together create the 10-tailed beast, which then will somehow, with the power of the Sharingan and Pain's magic eyes, he has magic eyes too.
Oh, so it's really just gathering all the Macguffins.
All the Macguffins together, and it will create the what was it? I probably got it wrong. The infinite moon illusion jutsu, which will basically use the power of the magic eyes to cast a worldwide illusion to knock everyone into like a constant state of dreaming, because that's in his mind is how peace can be achieved.
I know how we can achieve peace. Knock everyone the fuck out.
Yeah, pretty much. He wants the Infinity Gauntlet in the shape of a moon magic.
Okay, what about the people on the other side of the planet that isn't facing the moon?
Apparently, it's worldwide. It somehow works because even though they can't see the moon, it somehow works. And then it gets very stupid.
You know
and stuff.
what? It's fucking ninja magic. Why am I questioning it?
I don't know. So the ninjas all get to go into a big army. I haven't mentioned Kabuto yet. I should probably mention Kabuto, who's Orochimaru's sidekick. He looks a bit like Mr. Smithers if he was a ninja.
Oh, is he the one with the glasses?
Yeah, that's Kabuto.
Oh, okay, you know what? He did remind me of Mr. Smithers.
Yeah, so he basically he took on some of Orochimaru's DNA and powers and started looking a bit snake-like. And to make an army for the bad guys, he basically resurrects every single dead character in the show, minus Jiraiya and Naruto's parents.
Oh my god!
Which is what, because you're like, okay, just make zombies. Nope, these zombies are self-aware, and they have all the memories and stuff. Like, oh my god, that's evil. I love it.
Wow, that is evil.
That is evil. So, then big fighting and stuff. Naruto is put on a remote island somewhere to basically master his control over the fox, which will basically turn him into a Super Saiyan. We also meet the host of the 8th beast. I love this guy. His name is Killer B.
Killer B.
He's a rap artist. So he's a really hilarious rap artist who basically raps badly.
What?
I know.
Like, this is... Are you being hyperbolic right now?
No, I'm being serious. This character is a rap artist and he raps badly. At least in the English version.
And his name is Killer B.
Yes.
As in B.
Yes.
And he's a rap artist.
Yes.
And he raps badly.
Yes.
And his name is Killer B.
Yes.
And he's a rap artist.
We're going in circles here, but yes.
And his name is Killer B.
Yes.
And he raps badly.
If you want to freak out about it, go ahead.
In this kid's show about ninjas and magic and fucking giant frogs and snake people.
Hey, why not? Why not throw a rapping artist in there too? Why not?
And he's got like this demon guy inside of him.
It's an octopus, actually.
It's a demon octopus. And his name is Killer B. And he's
Do you want to go?
And he's
Should I move on? Should I move on now?
And he's a rap artist, and he raps really badly, and his name's Killer B, and there's a demon octopus. So to sum up, Killer B,
yes.
Rap artist,
yes.
Raps badly,
yes.
Demon octopus.
Yes.
Well, I'm done. I'm done. I'm out. I quit. Bye. Goodbye. So long. Farewell. Auf Wiedersehen. Goodbye. No. No. That is the weirdest, funniest, stupidest, coolest, stupidest thing I've ever heard in my fucking life. The Queen herself could turn up to my front door and said, "Hello, Scott, I would like you to marry this porcupine, and if you do so, you'll be named Emperor of the Moon," and I would still think that was not as weird as fucking Killer B, a rap artist with a demon octopus that raps badly. What the fuck? What? Really?
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
What is this show?
It's
What
a
is this?
If we're not talking about Bleach, you have a meltdown about that.
This is a fun Killer Bee.
Anyway.
This is a demon octopus. This is demon. Why? Why?
Anyway.
Why?
I don't know why.
Why?
I guess he wanted an interesting
Who
character.
would do this? What kind of megalomaniacal stone writer would fucking come up with this? How concussed do you need to be to think that that's a good idea?
I don't know.
love it! I hate it! I am torn asunder by it! I am undone! Reality ceases to have any meaning! Up is down, left is right, blue is purple, and I'm a monkey's uncle! Ah!
Cats and dogs, cats and dogs in the air. Mass hysteria!
Killer Bee, you magnificent, weird freak of fucking nature! Oh!
Shall I continue now?
Yes, please.
Okay, so after we meet...
Oh, Killer Bee! I thought I could move on, but I can't!
I would like to move on.
Oh, move on quickly before... Like, just promise me, Mark, you're one of my oldest friends. We've been through so much together. Please tell me that that is the weirdest thing in this show.
Probably yes.
Thank you. Thank you.
Apart from maybe the ninjas who live on the moon, but we don't need to go about that.
Ninjas on the moon!
It's not. I don't think that's really canon though.
Moon ninjas!
I don't get it. It's weird.
Do they hang out with the claggers? What the fuck is going on?
Now that would be interesting.
Oh,
Bagpuss as a samurai.
no. I'm spiraling. Before I lose any semblance of sanity, Mark,
Yes.
what happens when Naruto and... I'm not going to fucking call him by his name because I can't. I just can't.
The rapper guy.
I'm going to call him Ross. What happens when Naruto meets Ross?
So Naruto and Thunderbolt Ross are stuck on the island for a while. Then in the
Now I'm
weirdest...
thinking of Sam Elliott as a rap artist! Mark, no!
Anyway, how they get them... The bad guys obviously need to get... The bad guys...
Mark, I'm dying!
So-
I'm dying! You're killing me, Mark! This
So,
show is
fine.
killing me!
But how about I swap absurdity for plot convenience? The bad guys need to get the fox, the nine-tailed fox, which obviously they're not going to get because Naruto is somewhere safe. So they conveniently introduce these two characters who apparently have the chakra or the aura of the nine-tailed fox inside their bodies. And they come up with this big convoluted backstory that how they got that and stuff. Like, oh, okay, so we've got the fox now. That makes it easier for us, even though we haven't actually got the fox. It's like, well, that's convenient. These are two characters who have just come out of nowhere. You feel better now?
I'm too tired to care.
Oh, okay. So
Normally I would say, oh, that is so convenient. It's like such a lazy writing, but I live now in a post-Killer Bee world. Like,
exactly.
That doesn't matter. You think
so
that matters? It doesn't matter. It doesn't.
No. Nothing really matters.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
Nothing really matters. Except Killer Bee.
Except Killer Bee.
So, yeah, tons of
Nothing
fighting.
really matters. Nothing really matters but Killer Bee.
Yeah, so, tons of fighting everywhere. No one dies, conveniently, apart from the people who are already dead. Then Itachi, who also came back from the dead, manages to break the seal of the zombie spell. He and Sasuke kick Kabuto's ass. Wait
a minute, isn't Kabuto a Pokemon?
Yes, also, but this is also the Mr. Smithers guy.
Okay, fine.
So the Sasuke and Itachi break the zombie spell. Everyone gets to move on their lives. So Sasuke brings Orochimaru back from the dead.
Because that's a good idea.
It's a good idea. So and they say, and Sasuke, who doesn't give a damn about the war, is like, I must find out why my ninja clan were trying to betray everyone. And they go in this big convoluted, stupid backstory and stuff that relates to the first president of the Ninja Village and
Sasuke, world's gonna end. Kind of,
yeah,
maybe one of priorities, you know.
Yeah, so Sasuke and Orochimaru bring back the first four Hokage from the dead. So, which Orochimaru did once before and stuff when he was fighting the third Hokage, and I can't want to go into that. So they all decide to. Sasuke has a change of heart apparently, which comes out of nowhere. It's like, oh, I must now become Hokage myself in order to prevent the village from doing more stupid things. And they go to join the fight. Team 7's back together. Hooray!
Friends again.
Friends again. So more fighting, and then we reveal who Toby is. Which
I'm on tenterhooks.
Well, if you watch it as much as I do, you kind of figured out who it was pretty early on. It turns out it was Tenten the whole time. You thought I was the most boring character in the world, but actually I'm the mastermind. No. In a flashback episode, we learned that Kakashi had a friend called Obito Uchiha, who is Sasuke's relative.
Sorry, did you say Obi-Wan Uchiha?
Obito.
So
it's Toby with minus 1 O.
Oh, God.
Not the best. So it turned out everyone thought Obito died because he basically had a boulder dropped on his head.
Oh, that'll do it.
Yeah. But it turned out he survived. He was cared for by Madara Uchiha, who's, like I said, is like the founder of Sasuke's family and the co-founder of the Ninja Village. I don't really get Madara's goals in this. He wants to conquer the world because he wants to. They did explain it properly, but he another bad guy with a silly vague motive and stuff.
We're up to like 12 now.
I don't know. A lot of villains have a lot of vague motives and stuff. So he kept Obito safe and basically said, and Obito said, "Oh, I'm gonna go find my friend Kakashi and tell him that I'm alive and stuff." And Obito finds Kakashi about to spring at the bushes and say, "Hey, I'm alive." He finds Kakashi killing his girlfriend.
Oh dear.
So Obito had a crush on a teammate called Rin, who was like the nicest character in the world. So of course she had to die. But it turned out they come up with a really vague explanation why Kakashi had to kill her and stuff, because apparently she was forced to become one of the hosts for the Tail Beast and stuff, and she jumped in the way of Kakashi's attack. Or I don't care. She's dead. Obito went nuts and decided to turn evil.
Yeah, all due to a big misunderstanding. It's amazing how often that happens and how it could have easily be done away with a simple explanation, but it never is. It's just punching because they don't know how to solve any other problem.
Yeah, so Obito wants to launch this giant moon-based illusion thingy so he can basically be with his dead girlfriend, even though, I mean, he would probably know it would be an illusion, but it would be her anyway.
Okay, and I'm guessing he succeeds.
Yes, he does actually.
I was joking. Oh my god.
He does. He all the animals get together, get brought together.
Like the animals of Farthing Wood.
No, not the animals of Farthing Wood. The giant animals of Farthing Wood all get absorbed into this giant like statue thingy, which is weird. And then it turns.
That's weird. That's weird. Oh wow. Well, I'm glad this is the first weird thing we've seen on this show.
And then it turns into a giant tree, which casts the big spell. Everyone falls under it apart from Naruto, Sasuke, Sakura, and Kakashi, and the Hokages. Then this is where it gets really weird, in my opinion.
Okay.
Then Madara becomes the host for the Tail Beasts, and then another bad guy who is a member of Akatsuki, who I forgot to mention, called Zetsu. It turns out he's been manipulating everyone all along in order to resurrect a character called Kaguya, who is apparently a goddess, basically.
There's like 5 different people who are all evil and all have different motivations for doing different evil plans.
Yeah, so Madara is transformed into Kaguya, and she, because I had to reread her damn Wikipedia section quickly, and she was this powerful ninja lady who basically brought peace on Earth, but she distrusted mankind because mankind is mankind, and they sealed her
We're
away.
sneaky bastards.
We're sneaky bastards. So they sealed her away in the moon or something like that, or in a statue. It's
Better than a fucking baby, I'll tell you that much.
Yeah, even Wikipedia is contradicting things on what happened to her. So, like, okay, she's here, she's the bad guy.
Mark, didn't you watch the show?
I did, but I didn't get it. I had watched it like 500 times. I still don't get what was going on. Because they throw this.
You don't get it? How are we supposed to get it?
They introduce all this big backstory of all these different characters and where Sasuke and Naruto and Sasuke are descendants of great ninja people and stuff. And who conveniently happen to be Kaguya's sons or something like that, and they're the reincarnations of those characters. And like, okay, fine. So Naruto, Sasuke, Sakura, and Kakashi all fight her, and they do a lot of dimension jumping, which is quite interesting. So that's a lot of different opportunities for different fights. During this time, Obito has a change of heart because he realizes that what he's doing is wrong. So he teams up with Kakashi to help fight Kaguya. He ends up dying a hero. Then Kaguya gets sealed away again. Madara dies. Everyone who's been brought back from the dead dies again. Delusion's broken. Everyone gets happy endings. And then Sasuke, being Sasuke, decides to pull another douchebag move out of his ass.
Of course.
By saying, I'm not going to...
Douchebag jutsu!
Yeah, basically saying, I'm not going to remove the illusion jutsu or whatever it's called until I am made Hokage. So to get revenge or justice or what the hell he wants, because I don't know what Sasuke wants anymore. Stupid Sasuke!
Does Sasuke even know what Sasuke wants anymore?
I don't know. He says he now wants to be Hokage. And he wants to start a worldwide revolution to somehow reform the ninja system, which doesn't sound that bad, but Naruto being Naruto hates him for it. Sasuke punches Sakura in the face, knocks her out, because of course he does. And then it leads to the big final brawl between Naruto and Sasuke. Big fighting, emotional stress and stuff. Tears are shed, blood is shed, teeth are knocked out. And it just ends up they're both punching the hell out of each other. They knock each other out, they're lying on the ground with missing arms and dying and bleeding out and stuff. And Naruto and Sasuke finally admit that they like being friends and they make peace with each other.
And
Hooray!
then they kiss.
No, they don't.
Oh.
So that happens. Then that's where the manga kind of ends. Then we jump to. Then there was a movie tie-in where Naruto and Hinata got together. They get married at the end. Hooray! I was jumping around like a lunatic. And then we jumped like 10, 15 years later, and everyone's grown up. They got their own kids, and Naruto became Hokage.
Good for him.
Oh, and Sasuke somehow got a complete what's the word? Clemency, leniency. He was forgiven like that.
Like immunity or?
Immunity. He was like, because he helped save the world. Like, okay, Sasuke, wipe the slate clean, you're fine. Sorry about you being a jerk ass and trying to kill everyone.
Like, despite the fact that you caused so many problems.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, you know what? Fuck it. We're going for the saccharine ending. Who cares?
Yeah, so Naruto and Hinata get married. They have 2 kids, Boruto and Himawari. Sasuke and Sakura get married. Hooray. And they have their own kid called Sarada, who inherits Sasuke's Sharingan thingy and also can punch holes from buildings like Sakura can. And they two form a team, and the third member of the team is called Mitsuki, who turns out to be Orochimaru's homegrown son, because he's Orochimaru. Weird.
I've ceased to care.
Yeah. So, and now the main story's over. Boruto's now doing his own manga and anime, which I can't really bother to follow, because this is Naruto's story. And it ended on a high note, in my opinion. So Naruto got married.
With a fight!
No, actually, it didn't end with a fight.
Okay, sorry, it ended with Hinata and what's-his-face getting married.
Yeah, and Naruto finally earned he got a family, which he always wanted. He got the respect of his fellow ninjas, and he managed to become Hokage. Happy ending.
Yay! How many fucking episodes did it take to get to that point?
Oh, let's have a look-see, shall we? Jumping to the website. Let's see now. Well, Shippuden was 21 seasons. Naruto... Yeah, so in total, if we zoom down to the end of that, Shippuden plus the 122 episodes of the first season series, that makes it 622 episodes altogether.
Who has the time?
I don't
Like,
know.
if this came out like on every like once a week, like you could grow up. There's a whole fucking lifespan in that fucking show. Oh my god. Oh no, it's too much. It's too much. I can't do it. I refuse. No.
Well, the first.
No, Mark.
Well, I'm just saying, me personally, I started watching it when I was in college, in my first year, which was in 2007. So 11 years on, it ended last year. So I spent a lot of my, I suppose it could be a minor part of my adulthood.
10 years. 10 fucking years. Like, if you're one of those people that just watches episode after episode after episode and,
Weekly.
And like just is always hungry for content, fine, this is the show for you.
Yeah.
If you're a person like me who likes things like a bit more concise, compact, and just like in a self-contained story, then this is maybe not for you.
Yes, but I think you made the right choice to get out of it while you could, because I sat through all the filler arcs, all of the dragged out plot stuff of Shippuden, which it doesn't help, because what they did like for Shippuden, they did canon plot point, filler, canon plot point, filler, and each filler arc was 26 episodes long. So like, kill me now.
A whole season. That's a whole season of
filler.
Filler.
This is filler. I can't believe I didn't do that joke. Actually, filler night.
Well, I said I was only going to do 3 easy jokes. So
yeah,
you know,
the 4th easy joke, I suppose.
No, we can't.
But still,
we can't. But I can't with this whole thing. I can't.
No,
because
it's okay.
Here's the thing, though. A lot of what I saw of Naruto was really good. There is a reason why I stuck with it for as long as I did. There's a reason why you stuck with it for even longer. These are interesting characters with interesting relationships that do get developed in interesting ways. The problem is that's a very minor thing. The vast majority is just fucking filler. Filler and 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 filler. And it's too much. Like, just go on hiatus until the manga is caught up.
I'm still waiting for Bleach to come out of hiatus, and that was 5 years ago, and the manga finished 2 years ago.
Well, maybe don't do that then. But it's like, otherwise you just, I don't know. It's too much. It's too much. And you know what? Too much of a good thing is still too much.
But still, I do very much enjoy Naruto. I love the characters. I think the writing's great. When they had fighting that actually had a personal stake in it, it was good. And I think towards the end of the series of the manga, it got a bit absurd. But at least if you compare this to how Bleach was forced to end in a rushed, dreadful way, compared to how Naruto got to unfold in its own time and ended as the writer wanted, then I think it was the better choice and worth reading / watching if you can get through all the dragging filler.
Yeah, but here's the question. The big question that we need to ask is, will I return to Naruto and finish watching?
Probably not.
Probably not exactly right, because now you just told me the whole story, so I don't need to! Ha ha!
Oh dear.
And on that note, I think we're going to end the show. Thank you very much, Mark, for joining me today.
Just wait till we get to Sword Art Online.
Oh, dear sweet lord, no.
Crush it.
And just to let you know, Capers, before we finish the show, you may already be listening to us on this, but if you're not, just in case, we're on Spotify!
Yay! Isn't it wonderful?
It is wonderful. It feels good. It feels like coming home. So if you haven't, it is good. So if you haven't already, go and listen to us on Spotify, and you can enjoy the show. And you can listen to us on many other places like iTunes, Podbean, YouTube, or podcapers.com. And if you enjoy the show, please tell your friends, shout it on the rooftops. And if you haven't already, go back and listen to some of our other super episodes, like our very many History of Something insert name here with Mark. We've done Transformers. We've done all sorts. It's a good time. It's an informative time. And we have a Patreon. Check out the rewards, patreon.com/AP2HYC. And if you want to get in touch with us, suggest show topics, or maybe comment the show yourself, you can find us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at AP2HYC, or email us at podcapers@ap2hyc.com. Thank you very much to Darren Harris for our logo, the live microphone, the red and blue 3D glasses, and thank you for listening. This has been Podcapers, the official podcast of a place to hang your cape. Cue the music!